Hello guys, welcome back. So we are going to continue our chapter 6, which is ratio, proportion and unitary methods. In our previous lecture we have discussed about the ratio. What we have discussed about the ratio, that ratio is simply the comparison of two quantities or two magnitudes. We are going to learn that how ratio works in proportion. Okay, so ratio is generally the basically division. 1:2 means 1/2. It generally means a division. Okay, so now we are going to learn today proportion. So what is proportion? Proportion is a meaningful use of ratio. How? Because proportion is, if the two ratios are equal, then we can call it proportion. For example, we have the terms A, B, C and D. If A ratio B is equals to C ratio D, means that was in proportion. So generally we can see there are four terms in a proportion, right? So A and D are the extreme terms because they are both at extreme positions, so they are called extreme terms. And B and C are in middle, so we can say these are middle terms, right? You can also represent this ratio be like A ratio B double ratio B ratio C ratio D. You can also represent this like, because the here equals to sign is replaced by double ratio, so you can represent this by both methods. Okay, so now you got it that two ratios, if two ratios are equal, then we will call it proportion. Okay, so now from this we can derive this A by B is equals to C by D. So now everyone knows how to cross multiply this. So we will have AD is equals to BC, right? Because we are cross multiplying this. So if you will observe that, what you will observe, these two are the extreme terms and these two are the middle terms. So in a proportion we have the result that product of extreme is equals to product of middle terms, right? So we are going to use these results in the proportional everywhere. Okay, so now moving to a first example, which is you have given four numbers, right? 18, 15, x means to say an unknown number, and 25. They are in proportion, so we have to find the x. So using this result, product of extreme is equals to product of middle, we can calculate it. So you can see here 25 into 18 is equals to x into 15. So here you can calculate value of x by getting this downside. So we have x is equals to 25 into 18 by 15. So cancel it by 5 first. So you will have here 3 and have 5 here. Now you can cancel 18 by 3, right? So 6 and 5 6 are 30. So you will have the value of x be 30. So now moving to a next question, which is you have to show that these four terms are in proportion. So for this we can use these results also, that if the product of these extreme is equals to product of these two middles, then we can call it they are in a proportion. Okay, so let's find out. Product of extremes be 30 into 60, right? And product of middle was 40 into 45. So what you will have, you have this multiplication be 1800, right? 6 3 is 18 and 2 zeros, 1800. And here you will have 18 similarly 1800. So you have these results be same, because if the product of extreme is equals to product of middle terms, then you will have this proportion correct. Okay, right? So here this proportion is correct and we have shown that these four digits are in proportion. Okay, so now we are going to discuss our next concept, which is mean proportion and continued proportion. Okay, so guys, now we are going to discuss about the mean proportional. So what is mean proportional? That in that proportion in which the middle terms is getting repeated is called middle proportional, or you can say here B is called, see B is the middle term in both these ratios, like B and C got a difference and B is repeated, right? Because B is here 2 times means middle terms are 2 but the same digit, means to say B. Here B is the mean proportional and this ratio or this proportion is called continued proportional, because in this B is getting continued in next proportion also. So generally you can also write that A, B and C are in continued proportion. So if they are in continued proportion, you have to write this A by A ratio B is equals to B ratio C, and you can use that results also, that product of extreme is equals to product of middle ones. So what you will have, B into B is equals to A into C. So you have B square is equals to AC, right? You will have this. So now what we are going to do, we are going to use these results and going to find these questions or fetch this all along. So now here you have 16x and 36 are in continued proportion and you have to find the value of x. Okay. So if they are in continued proportion, so we can also write 16 ratio x is equals to x ratio 36. Okay. So by doing this, you will have 16 by x is equals to x by 36. So cross multiplying both sides, what we will have? We will have 16 into 36 and x square. Now you can solve these results and can find the value of x, because as same as this is given in your books also. Okay. So moving to the next question, question of exercise 6.2, what we will have, find the fourth term if first, second, third term are given, which is 16, 18 and 24. Using the previous results which we have done in simple proportion, which is using the results product of extremes is equals to product of middle ones, right? So we are going to use this result. We have first, second and third term, let the fourth term be x. So what we are going to do, we are going to solve it. Product of extremes means 16 into x is equals to 18 into 24, getting this 16 down here. So what we will have, x is equals to 18 into 24 by 16. So cancel this by 4, and here you will have 4 6 are 24, right? So now what you are going to do, you are going to cancel it more. So you will have here 2 and here you have 3. So okay, now you can cancel this 2 by this and you will have 9 here. Okay. So there is nothing in denominator, we have in numerator 9 into 3. 9 3 is 27 and 27 is the right answer. Your value of x is 27. Now the last question of this exercise we are going to solve is find mean proportion between 4 and 9. Here you have given 4 and 9. Then the middle one is not given to you, just let that be x. Okay. So what is the continued proportions? We can also write 4x and 9. Now we know how to represent this, right? So we are going to represent this 4 ratio x is equals to x ratio 9. Okay. So you also can use this as a division, or you can also pick up these extreme terms and this middle as all along. So you will have x square is equals to 4 9 36, right? And what you will have, x square is equals to 36, so value of x will be 6, because square root of 36 is 6. Okay. So this exercise is done and you have to solve other questions by yourself, and if any doubts, consider your numbers. Okay. Thank you. Stay safe. Stay home.